Hey everybody, Mystic Mark here with the Night Owl Sessions. We are live with our third live stream of the year. Hopefully it will be a lot of fun. Man, that music on that thing was pretty depressing. I should have used it.
That was not good.
That shit was dark. How's everybody going? Everybody's summer going well so far?
Going fast. Too fast.
Yeah, it is going fast. What I don't think people realize is we don't like live down the street from each other. In fact, we live literally across the country, and only a few of us have actually met in person. But you know, I'm on the East Coast in Connecticut. Nicole's also on the East Coast in Long Island, and Mindy as well. Mindy's in Long Island, but then Colleen's in Chicago, right there in the middle, and Cassandra and Heidi are both on the. Yeah, I guess it just pops right up, doesn't it, when someone says something there? They live on the West Coast in Washington and California. So a lot of us don't even really, we don't know what's going on. Okay, that's weird. I got to stop that. Every time someone says anything, that thing just jumps right up. Yeah. Anyways, hey, would you disable it? Whatever. So, yeah, guys, we're going to do some readings tonight. Let me see here. Let me go check at the chat room. What's that? Hey, Anthony. Hey, Paula. How's it going? And yeah, but before we start doing readings, we had some stuff we wanted to talk about. But before we can get to that, everybody, so anybody got anything cooking towards the end of the summer here before we get back to school and all that stuff?
Nope, just getting the kids ready for school this week.
Yeah, they're right around the corner, isn't it? End of the month.
Around the corner, yeah. Yep.
So is this all on YouTube, or are people seeing us on Facebook, Instagram?
On both. Well, just YouTube and Facebook. So.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely live. Every good part, every bad part, every mistake.
No problem.
It's okay.
No,
We just gotta get used to it. Hey, Christina, how you doing? All right. So while we kind of get ready to go do readings, Heidi, if you want to talk about what's going on in the astrology, it seems pretty exciting. I was reading about the other day. There's like, what, 4 or 5 different planets going in like transits right now, I guess? Could want to explain what all that means?
Yeah, so depending on what you follow, if you follow like more traditional or more, I'm going to try to share my screen. Can you guys see the chart?
No.
I don't think they can. I'm trying to figure out how to let you do it.
That's okay if they can't. I can at least talk about it. Yeah, so there's a lot.
Me share screen, but I can't. Yeah, just don't worry about the share screen. It's not working right now. We'll figure it out for the next one.
So actually, just to like I'm going to say like 4 hours, maybe a little bit more. Venus is going to go into Libra, and that means that we're going to have 5 planets in rulership if you include the outer planets. This is a really big deal. It's a very empowering time, and a shift like Venus going from, you know, Virgo, where it's weakened, into Libra, where it's in rulership, people are going to feel like a lot better, I guess you can say. Like, you know, people might want to dress up more. They might feel more loving. They might be more interested in communicating, so things are like harmonious and diplomatic.
Oh,
but the other thing that's going to happen by midweek is that Mercury is going to cross Mars on the 18th. And so if you think people have been vocal now and hot-headed now, just wait till midweek, because I think we're going to see some really harsh rhetoric and rudeness over everything that's going on in the country. But really what we're building up to is the full moon that's going to be on the 22nd. And I can't emphasize enough the power of this moon, because the sun is going to be on a fixed star called Regulus, which is super powerful. And it's going to be crossing Jupiter in the 3rd house of communication for the United States. And that's also the 3rd house. The 3rd house also has to do with element. And of course, everyone is very concerned about the kids in the country right now. So a few hours after the full moon, Uranus is going to go retrograde, and we're going to start retrogression season. And we're going to see a lot of repeated patterns and things kind of slowing down instead of, because right now we have this week of 5 things in rulership where we're going to want to like take charge and be ambitious about things and have clarity. And then, you know, the universe is kind of going to put the kibosh on it and say, okay, great, you had some clarity this week, but let's slow down and review some things. And it could be some very frustrating energies. I'm actually a little bit concerned about it. I think when the full moon next weekend, we're going to feel a big shift in the energies. So that's kind of my summary.
It's going to go crazy. You know, back in the day, like, I don't know, probably like early 1900s or whatnot, that used to be like an actual defense. People would say that they went crazy because of the full moon. So it sounds like it's going to be like a really bad one.
Well, like lunacy,
Lord.
right? Luna is the base root word of lunacy. And it's just that, you know, it's bad enough to have Mars and Mercury don't really get along. And so when Mercury crosses it, it's going to charge it in a negative way. So people are just going to be super critical. They're going to be talking harshly to each other. And then this full moon is, you know, just buckle up, because we're having earthquakes, we're having fires, we're having political unrest. I mean, just buckle up, everybody, because it's going to continue to be intense. So sorry, I wish I could bring good news. I mean, Venus and Libra is great. I mean, you're going to want there to be harmony and cooperation, and you want to look better. You want to do yourself up and look really beautiful or very handsome. And that's great. Lean into that energy. That's good. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I got, Mark.
All right. Well, that's cool. It sounds like it's going to, you know, there's always something I find when you look around the internet, there's always some big thing coming up, you know, astrology wise, or like with people with the Lionsgate, like we were talking about earlier. But, you know, to really understand how to work with those energies, I guess it could give you a pretty big heads up of what's coming your way.
Well, you know my viewpoint of the Lionsgate, right?
Yeah. It's basically just bullshit, like clickbait for a lot of these sites.
I mean, people are always looking for some type of hype to get people to watch things. And, you know, part of the Lionsgate theory is that, oh, it's going to be, you know, aligned with Sirius. Well, it's completely out of orb of that fixed star for it to even happen. So I'm just like, oh my God. But yeah, no, it's just be gentle with each other. I know it's really hard right now, but just hold your tongue if you can. And, you know, just be prepared for things to slow down and be frustrating in some way. So
yeah, I think we'll be just fine. If we survive the last 2 years, we'll be just okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. So thank you for that, Heidi. I'm sure we'll be talking about it more as it goes. Let's start doing some quick readings here in the chat room. We don't have anybody prepared to come on live tonight with us, guys. Sorry, but we should be able to do plenty from the chat room. We want to start getting used to interacting with people as they come through here. It's a little different than we're used to. A lot of our readings are on Zoom, so we're used to seeing them right in front of us and taking turns reading them. So doing the chat room stuff is definitely different, but we will figure it out, certainly. So if anybody has any questions, please start putting them in the chat room now, and we'll grab them as we go and do our best to deliver some messages for you.
Well, I have something for Claire. I'm sorry. Do you have something, Cassandra? Okay.
No.
Sorry. So, Claire, I'm seeing that you have a lot of angels around you right now. You have some stuff going on in your life right now. So you want to ask for Archangel Raguel to come in and really help take away some of that negativity and shine some light in your life and give you a little bit of peace. They're telling me that you're really claircognizant. You're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, you have a lot of gifts coming to you. And I don't know if you're going through your awakening right now, but just look out for, you know, all those signs coming to you, because they're showing me a lot of birds, and you have a grandma that's a guide for you as well. So she steps in as well. So I just want to let you know that.
All right. Got any more messages for Claire?
She also has Archangel Michael around her. He's very present in your life. So ask him to cut those cords around you. So that has a lot to do with, I guess, trying to find more balance and peace in your life. So I don't know what you have going on right now, but just be aware that you need to just balance things that are happening right now.
I have a message. It says Alyssa Cervantes. We're on a 7-second delay, so bear with me. Melissa, I have a little baby angel here, and she's saying that she's okay. She keeps saying, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And she's saying that she's sending you messages. So if you're seeing like little white butterflies, or if you're just sitting at her, headstone, she's telling me she's there with you, and she just wants to tell you right now is about you growing and about you feeling better. And you have to take the time to actually sit in those moments, because she's saying she's there with you when you're at the headstone. If you can validate the signs that you're seeing, you can write it. If not, that was the message for you.
I love that, Claire. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think today's all about the signs and the symbols, because this little baby's saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Hey, everybody in the chat room, please be sure to, if you do have stuff to say in return, any kind of validations or anything we're saying makes sense, definitely write that into the chat function. And also, don't forget to like us too, because it's going to help get the word out that we're even live on here. Helps our algorithm and whatnot. But definitely, I'm not sure. I think someone just said 7 seconds, so I'm not sure how long it takes for the message to actually get onto our feed. So the sooner you write, the better. That way we can actually interact with you a little bit more efficiently.
Hey, Colleen, Tom Ford wants to know if you're single, girl.
Tell Tom Ford I don't have a ring on this finger.
Woo! Get
What's up, Tom Ford?
He's hysterical, that one. Oh my God.
Alyssa says, I just left the cemetery. My baby girl passed away this past March. Your baby girl is with you, Alyssa, and she is definitely sending you signs. She tells me today was a beautiful day, and I'm telling you, I feel like you're going to see like little butterflies everywhere. This is going to be a quick symbol for you. But she keeps telling me that this is all about your growth right now. And, there's like a lot of situations you're going through, and she just wants to see you come out on the other side really good. So she wants you to take the time to connect into her, because she's helping you. She's your angel now. Okay.
So, Kayla, I'm also seeing Mother Mary for you. She steps in. She brings a man in with her who has his arms around you and wants you to know that you're going to be okay. And it's almost like a time of new beginnings for you. So it's time to just step out and take that leap of faith with what you're trying to do. So I feel like I need to tell you, yes, this is it. Go for it now. Okay?
So before we even started, I had messages coming through, and I'm fairly certain it's for somebody on here, but I just kind of want to deliver the message and see what's going on with that. It might be a message for one, but I feel like it's something that everybody also needs to hear. It's about compartmentalizing. So what I actually envisioned was something along the lines of a lamp falling or a lamp breaking. And it had to do with like negativity in life. It's something that happened recently in somebody's life. Just know that negativity that came through on another object, meaning like I envisioned it as a plant. So I don't know if anybody is resonating with this, but if somebody was gifted a plant or had a lamp break, or even they got something that had a picture of a plant on it, or they were given herbs from somebody's garden. So just be mindful that it came in from something that you were given. However, you have the power to stop this and to control this. You have the power to be able to compartmentalize the negativity that surrounds this and just send it on its way. Don't let it manifest and morph into something very much bigger. And I think we all fall very victim to that. And especially in this great polarized world that we're living in, it's like you hear something negative and you spiral it out of control. And you have the power to pass it on and let it go away. But the flip side of that is you also have the power to make that become bigger and manifest into something larger. So always just be mindful that you need to set it free and set it on its way.
Oh, sorry, Mark. Go ahead if you got something.
Yeah, really quick. I saw Claire just pop. Hey guys, if there's any comments in the chat room that you want me to feature, just let me know and I'll pop them up here front and center. Okay, so just hit me up in the text.
Well, I think that resonated with a few people, Nicole. It looks like.
Yeah, no, it definitely made sense. And real quick, Claire, I saw a comment from you in the chat room talking about any messages about my new job position. Yes, so this I pulled Unity from Archangel Sanafon, and it essentially is telling me that if this position is going to require a lot of focus from you, because you're going to be getting things from many different directions. So I hope you're ready to multitask. But I think the important message in this card is talking about seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. So if this is a position that's really important to you to succeed in, something that you're planning on making your career out of, I would find the people that you would want to become. Like if there's somebody in your office or somebody you work with that you look up to and you admire, learn from them, all right? They're going to help you along in this position. So stick with it. It's going to take a lot of hard work and patience, but I think you can do it.
Okay, it says from Felicia, hey, Colleen, can you contact Sarah? So I do have a very quick message from Sarah, and I pulled a card just to confirm this. So I hope you guys can see this. I pulled this card, Felicia, and it says new beginnings. And I feel like Sarah is telling you to just embrace those new beginnings. And she was jumping for joy, and she was very, very excited. And she keeps saying she was there yesterday. So I don't know if you were celebrating yesterday, but she's saying that she's happy. She's excited. She really wants you to stay happy and grounded and excited. Don't let this moment pass. She's telling me to give her grandmother a big, big hug so tight. She tells me that she's sad that she's not there physically for you, but you need to know that emotionally and spiritually that she is there for you, and she wants you to feel her energy. So if you sit outside in the sun in the morning or whenever you get a chance, tell her grandmother to sit out there and just to give her, like, let the sun hit her cheek, because that's her grabbing her and giving her a kiss. That's what I'm feeling from Sarah right now in this moment. She's happy, new beginnings. She's there. She's sad that she can't be there physically, but she's so happy because she gets to see it from the other side. So if you can validate any of that, go ahead and put that in the chat.
Hey, Nikki. Nikki Love just joined. Cool.
I have a spirit, a male. I'm not sure if he's male, but there has been a car accident. If anybody that's on here right now knows anyone that's been in a recent car accident and they had a lot of head trauma, that person is visiting me and wanting me to connect with somebody out there. So if there's been a recent car accident with a loved one, family, or close friend, then that person might have been in that car accident and had head trauma, and that's how they had lost their life. Well, they're here today now, and they have 3 lights. They're holding 3 small lights in their hand like this. And there's these 3 little, they look like fairy lights, but they're not. It's like an upside down triangle, and they're placing it in the air above a person that has no face. So I don't know who I'm connecting with right now, and that's how come the person has no face. But this person that passed away has come and placed a golden triangle light up by your 3rd eye, somewhere in your forehead. And you might be thinking recently, you might be having headaches, migraines. If you're suffering from something just recently after the accident and it's with your head, it's because that energy of that person has transformed into love, and they want to come and connect with you and give you the love that they have transformed into. And so if anybody out there can connect with that, just let me know.
So they're saying Junior, they can connect that to a Junior. His name is Junior. Alex Belmontez is saying that.
Ah, Junior. That's
Or
why
even
I thought
Sarah.
that's why I saw I thought I saw a man, like a young man, not too young, but it wasn't an elderly person. It was not an elderly person. This person definitely had dark hair too. It wasn't a blonde person. I could see that because the person, like I said, male, and sometimes I don't like to say male or female. Nowadays, I just want to respect all beings. And so that being came, and it was very humbling for me, very settling, because I could feel the pain in the head. And I had to just really ground myself. So the spirit's very strong. Very
You
strong.
have two. Yeah, you have two that are connecting, and then somebody saw somebody in an
Years old,
accident.
brown hair.
Yeah, Myrna saw someone get hit by a car last night, so that might could definitely be it right there.
And then Sarah just got on too.
Yeah, and Sarah's
30 years
saying-
old, brown hair. And then Melissa's talking about Junior was 34 when he passed. Okay, Sarah and Melissa, if this person, when they passed away, if it was from a car accident and their actual death certificate would say trauma to the head, or it would say car accident.
I think both of these people can resonate, and I think the message that you gave will sit with them well because
good. Because because now it just, my whole room just lit up from where I'm at, and the spirit just left. So I know I got the message across to somebody.
Is it somebody's husband? Somebody's husband is here too.
You know
Did
what?
somebody lose a husband that's on this feed?
I did think the message was for a female, Colleen. I did think that.
Felicia has a man here.
And it could, because Colleen, I mean, if you and I are like connecting, and if you got a husband too, and he's coming through, take it away, Colleen.
Yeah, no, there's a husband here. He's trying to communicate, but Mindy has a couple people she wants to go. She's saying she wants to go.
So,
Mindy, go ahead.
yeah, I have something for Darlene. I guess she asked about her career. So I'm seeing that you need to do, there's some classes coming up for you or studying, something like that you need to go through. I'm hearing 2 to 3. So I don't know if it's, I want to say it's almost at least 2 to 3 weeks, but everything is going to happen the way that it's supposed to. It's almost like a new beginning for you. So it's going to happen. Your job that's coming to you is going to happen through someone that you know. Okay. It's through a friend. It's kind of funny because you might want to check out Access Staffing's website. They have a lot of jobs on there and they're hiring a ton of people. So there's a lot of positions out there.
Plug.
No, just saying. We have tons of jobs. So anyway, I just want you to know that something is coming to you. So ask your angels for help. I'm seeing that you really need to accept and love who you are as a person. And as soon as you do, and you get out there and you just, it takes like 1 month per 10,000 to find the job that you're looking for. So, just put the effort in. You're supported by the other side. I hear that you have an angel that's with you. So you need to ask her for help in looking for this position, and just say, let me know what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know to get this position. And I'm hearing that you need to fix up your resume. So I don't know if you have a professional doing it, but I feel like you need to rewrite it and have it rewritten. So I hope that helps you. Love and light.
So I have a message for Darlene too. Am I delayed or was that Nicole? Sorry.
No, it's okay. Continue with Darlene. I'll go next.
Okay. I just have I pulled cards. Everybody, that's my mama. So shout out to Darlene. That's why I wanted you to be here. But I pulled cards too, just to confirm. And I got a yes, mom, for sure. Like a job is coming. And Mindy, an angel is with you, mom. Because like Mindy said it right away. And I pulled the card. So I wanted to tell you, long story short, guys, I gave my mom this little angel recently. So I know for a fact. And they're telling me this is a journey, mom, but for real, it's a healing journey. And I told you this the other day. So here's your proof. Mindy is the bomb, and I just showed you again.
Colleen, I'm glad you actually went first, because this is a mom also that's coming through, and she is an angel. Kara, I believe you asked about your mom. So it's coming through to me as she wants you to know that she's coming through as monarch butterflies. So I don't know if you've seen monarch butterflies or if you have a butterfly thing where there's pictures and things of that nature of butterflies around your house, but there's like, you've noticed butterflies a whole lot recently, and just know that that is her. So a heads up, that is mom that's around you always. And she definitely wants you to know that there's going to be a lot more activity in the coming months. She is trying to connect with signs, but definitely through the butterflies.
All right, I hate to jump around. We got to start figuring out how to stick with like one thing and stick with it, because we really are over the place. But I did see, I was shuffling some cards up and one of them jumped out, and that never happens to me. I'm a pretty careful shuffler. So Whenever one does come out, I take it seriously. But for Darlene, I'm seeing that you're having, like, it's talking about self-fulfilling prophecies, like you're almost expecting the worst. So I think it's really just trying to tell you, your God just wants you to be a little bit more of an optimist. I get the feeling that if, like, whenever there's things going on around you, you're the first one to say, nope, that's no good. Or, you know, it kind of reminds me of someone in my life. I don't want to say it because their daughter's right next to me. So, yeah, just be a little bit more positive with some of the outcomes. If you got some things that are keeping you up at night, talk about it with somebody. I feel like that's another thing, that you're staying up later or at least waking up and not being able to fall asleep. So talk about it with someone, you know, your daughter, your husband, whoever you trust and confide in. So that's all. I just wanted to pass that because my cards never fly out like that.
Beautiful.
Kara, thank you for validating. I do see that you've noticed more butterflies. That's definitely Mom. And in particular, it's the monarchs. So watch, those are the orange ones with the black on it. She wants to be very specific with you with that.
All right, I'm getting a conflict. Somebody's currently going through a conflict with a female is going through a conflict with another female. It's not a family member, but it's a really good friend, like a sister. And it might have even, it feels very, very strongly that it's around another woman. So it's a triangle of 3 women. And they, one of them is not part of their group. And that's the one that started this conflict. So if anybody's out there feeling any conflict, and we're talking like what I saw was a woman fighting another woman, like fisticuffs, that kind of a conflict. Okay. Now, the message I got for that person is a white dove. The forest that I'm in with my ancestors, we're standing there and they're showing me the white dove. And then they showed me the picture I just described to you. And so I saw it in my mind's eye, of course. And I wanted you to know that the message is that you need to invite, and you need to make a choice to have a peaceful resolution, because this relationship is going to be important in your future, in the years to come in your future. And you might not think you would ever want to see this person again. You might want to cut her off completely. But this white dove and my spirit guides are saying to me that you need to be the person that is inviting peace into this conflict. And if you do that, you're going to have a really awesome resolution, because peace you create around you and peace you achieve within yourself, all are the same kind of peace. So when you're creating peace around you, instead of allowing the conflict to be center in your mind, then you are going to feel the peace and be able to be that advocate of welcoming in change between you two. So there's definitely a fight between 2 women going on. And I already see it. It's like your eyes and your eyes only. And you're going to learn how to like breathe. You're going to be taking a class where you're going to take breathing classes, or maybe you already do breathing. Like anybody that is around the ocean right now and they like to go snorkeling and stuff like that, this might be a message for you, because I see this woman, she's breathing, she's in a wetsuit, she's diving under the water, or the conflict could have happened between the 2 women when they went on vacation. But any technique that you can use to stop the incessant chatter in your own head, whether it be yoga, meditation, or even a walk in nature, all of that is going to make you more peaceful. And that's what's important for me to share with you. And thank you for letting me share, for whoever might feel a connection with that.
So I have something for Christina Hooker. I don't even know if she's on here right now, but I want to let you know that I think I saw like you needed to know what's going on in your life, so to speak, and everything you've been going through, like a lot of like issues and family and things like that, and it's all behind you. Everything is coming to like an end right now. Everything going forward is going to get better. Okay. I feel like you're going through an awakening at the moment. You're seeing a lot of signs, a lot of symbols. You're extremely connected to animals, and it's almost like you can speak to them, and they're telling me that you have a spirit animal with you that shows up all the time for you. And I feel like you know who that is. I'm seeing birds right now. They're telling me also that you need to just make a list of everything you have going on in your life and decide what's the most important for you. Because you're kind of all over the place with a couple things going on. But last thing I'll let you know is that Archangel Michael is very much with you. So you need to ask him for that support. He's there to help you and guide you with what you're going through right now. You're protected by him. So ask him to release those cords around you. Tell him to cut those cords. Say, thank you for cutting those cords around me. And just know that, your angels are with you and they don't step in unless you ask them for help. So just continue to do so. And I'll let it go from there. Let's talk. Thank you.
So I got some cards for somebody who experienced like a really nice love affair or a quick relationship and it ended and you're quite sad about it. Is there anybody who that resonates for? I had the same cards pop out a few times. So if that resonates with anyone, what the cards are telling me is that you're really like feeling down about this, but you definitely want to look at this as an experience that was meant for the best for you and to bring balance to your life. You will start feeling better. And once you're feeling more balanced from the emotions you're feeling, you actually will have something to celebrate. Something good is coming down the pike. So try to stay out of the negative of why did this happen, inspiring a little bit. The cards are saying that stay positive, make sure you're trying to bring the balance back to your emotions and hang in there because there is something really positive coming down the way if you just got out of a relationship that you really enjoyed. So.
You're welcome, Christina.
I got a quick one. Donna, I see here this message, this comment caught my attention. Talk about you have an unwanted female house guest who has overstayed her welcome and causes issues at home. Lots of conflict, but not physical. I live by the ocean on an island. That must be awesome. I just got back from Block Island. So I was out in the ocean on an island for a day and it kicked ass. But back to you. So I'm going to go ahead and, I'm getting the feeling that this person, it started off as like a friendship, or at least you guys were cool. You came out there for whatever reason. I'm being told that there needs to be some kind of positive resolution to the conflict. If you just throw her out and push her out quickly, I think it's just going to perpetuate the issues even more and just create more conflict. So you should find some common ground, find some compassion, figure out like what's really going on. I mean, I'm sure you have a pretty good idea already, but find out what you can do to like kind of smooth things over. And then you can start like coming up with a plan to get her out of there. I think people respond a lot better when they're met with compassion instead of anger. So I know it's easier said than done, and I'm certainly not in your shoes, and I don't know exactly what they're doing to you, but I'm being guided to tell you, you get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. So, take that any way you want. Hopefully you can get her out and you can get your home back.
That's for Donna, right? So Donna, I have a quick thing. So they're telling me like this whole situation is going to start to cause a loss financially. And I guess that's you having to, take care of somebody that you don't want in your house. And they're telling me that you need to create this space, hopefully soon when this woman decides to leave, and rearrange everything, clean it out, remove that stagnant energy. And they want you to create a scarce space inside your home, because right now it doesn't feel like that. It's going to be like a rebirth once this woman gets out of your house. It's going to feel better, but it's like they're telling you have to make it happen. I know she's saying not to push it, or Mark said not to push it, but I think once this person leaves, you're going to feel a whole lot better, not even just mentally, physically as well, because you're going to reclaim your space.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're saying, on the flip side of that, like delays will be over. Like this person's presence in your home is seriously delaying your peace, and it's causing you to kind of like hold yourself back. It's the negative energy. Don't be confused. It's not her. It's the energy between the two of you that's causing you to feel that way. So you're right. Once she gets out of here, you're going to feel a lot better. But finding the best way to get her out of there is important. I see Tom Ford said a baseball bat works too. Hell yeah, that would work. But I think you'll probably catch some charges in the process.
But so I think what's important here is like, yeah, you're giving her the dignity to kind of get up and go. But in reality, this is like, come on, I need my space. And you have an older woman here telling you to keep your faith in this situation, and she's telling you like, I don't know if you've been questioning your spirituality or your religion or whatever this is, or just, the wonders of the world. But the way this is coming in is just to have some faith in this situation and just to know that you are not alone. And they're telling you to ask them for more guidance. Like, yeah, we're giving you some guidance here, but ask your own team, hey, what do you think I should be doing? Because yes, I'm giving her the dignity, but it's time for her to go. And then if that don't work, then you got to bet too. So there you go.
Use the bat as a last resort, please.
Okay, free will, that one.
I want to thank Claire. Thank you, Claire. And then I got a message for Owl's Eye Tarot. So that caught my eye. I thought that was a pretty cool name.
Hey, Owl's Eye. I just saw his comment too. Thank you for joining us tonight, Owl's Eye. Hopefully we'll have to hook up with you one of these nights.
Yeah, I don't know if Owl's Eye Tarot, I don't know if something didn't turn out the way you wanted, but I'm showing that there's some kind of decision you need to make. And you need to go in a new direction. And there's some kind of creative idea that can happen. And you could actually partner with somebody new. And that will bring more balance to your life. So I hope that resonates with you, but that's what the cards are showing me. But something, you did get the transformation card after you have this creative idea. So there probably could be potentially something, that is pivotal in your life that occurs. But perhaps you're thinking about partnering with somebody and that could bring more balance to you. I hope that makes sense. Owl's Eye Tarot.
So I have somebody's son here, and he comes to me younger. I want to say teens, maybe 20s. He died in an accident. I'm not sure if someone lost a son, but he's definitely coming to me pretty strong. And he wants you to know that he's sorry, and he wants to say, I love you. And he wants you to know that he's around. Did someone lose a son? He's a strong spirit. He's kind of, he jokes. He's a little funny. He's got a big mouth. He says he's got a big mouth. And he's got brown hair. And I want to say he's like 5'11". Okay, so maybe someone will pop on and let us know if that resonates for you. But whomever this is for, he wants you to know that he loves you, and he hasn't forgotten you, and he's with you.
A lot of people are watching us, but they can't comment because I'm getting messages. So I think they got to log in.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too, and it's like it looks like it's frozen. I could still see like the baseball bat comment on the screen, but we're way past that.
Yeah. Thank you, Owl's Eye Tarot, for confirming. That's awesome. Sorry, Mindy.
Yeah, that's the tricky part about doing these. I find like when you're on social media, like TikTok or in Instagram Live or Facebook Live, you see it pretty close to real time, but it's still a delay. So we just got to get used to the delay on here, and hopefully deliver the messages, wait for the feedback, and it's tough. It's definitely tough. We'll figure it out though.
Yeah, he's also showing me a baseball bat. I don't know why, but he's showing me a baseball bat. All right, well, I hope somebody comes. So we'll see.
So yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. So who else? So Kara's asking about our cat. Anybody got any animal whisperers here tonight? Anybody who feels
I do have to say something. And I asked specifically for this cat, and this cat keeps showing me like it's free. So if your cat passed away, this cat is telling me it's free. So I feel like it went through some medical things, having some issues. And cat's saying it's free. It's showing me like a rainbow and everything. So it's definitely crossed over to that rainbow bridge that everybody talks about. And the cat's saying the cat's free. That's all I keep hearing. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. But like joyful.
Yeah, I get the cat seems fun to me. I was picturing the cat in my mind. It was all white and it had brown portions, like maybe brown parts on his legs or her legs, maybe on his back, but mostly white with brown spots is the way I was seeing the cat. And it's animals are you know, they're overjoyed to have the experience here with us on Earth. So when they pass into the next, you know, phase, they're still with us in their own way, and they hang out and they teach any new animals that we get, you know, how to live in our house, and they try to help them out. So the cat's definitely supporting you. Oh, okay, here we go. We see another message here from anybody. So Owl's Eye Tarot lost his father. I'm gonna put this right here. Mindy, were you doing this one?
Yeah, I thought it was a younger man. Was it an accident, Owl's Eye? I'm seeing an accident. And
See,
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments and connect in at the same time. So this person is saying that he loves baseball. So I'd like you to know that he's saying that he's with you. I feel like are you doubting that he's with you? This person was definitely in an accident. They're showing me some sort of car. They're showing me a car, an accident, and he went rather quickly. It's a little delayed.
Kara says, thank you. She was 18, pure white. Her lungs were full of fluid. Yes, I felt medical, and she just keeps saying, like, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. And she's like, if you see a rainbow pop up, that's your kitty trying to talk to you, okay? Because she's really happy right now, and she just keeps saying she's free. It says, Colleen, can you read my husband or a message for him? Okay. So maybe we should all focus in on this one.
Yeah, that's a good one for us to all focus on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's your confirmation, Mindy. He was in a car accident and he loved baseball. Validated.
Oh, thank
Perfect.
you. Yeah, he's with you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good job. That's a great validation.
Yeah.
Melissa, is there a connection to a mechanic with an older male, or did he like to work and tinker with cars? This man stands and he comes in with like greasy hands and he's just like throws something over his shoulders, but he is speaking Spanish and he's telling me that he liked cars or to fix things, and it would be mechanical. So I don't know if it's specifically for your husband or if it's just somebody in general, but this older Hispanic man comes in and he's talking about being a mechanic of some sort. But I do see cars for sure, like a shop, a garage. Cars. I don't know where
So Melissa, I feel so. Your husband says that you're not at peace with his passing, and he wants you to be at peace so that he can ascend as well. And he's telling me that he's there with you, like all the time, and you feel his presence, but you're doubting that. And he's showing me like the hair on your arm standing up, and you know that it's him. And he wants you to know that he's okay. Like you're wondering if he's okay. He's okay. I'm seeing something with, I don't know if it's something in his chest area. He wants you to know that he's not in pain anymore and that he's with you. And he wants you to just take care of you. Like, I feel like he's thinking that you're almost, I don't want to say this, not falling apart, but it really took you back. And it's time to, like, get outside, go for a walk, talk to people, let it go, know that he's okay, and go forward with your life. So I hope that gives you a little bit of peace.
Hey, Melissa, I have a couple quick things for your husband. First thing he's showing me is dominoes. I'm seeing dominoes. So I feel like he was maybe played a lot with his friends. That was like one of his favorite games, but I'm seeing like a domino thing. I really didn't play a whole lot of dominoes, but I remember watching others play it, and it seemed like a lot of fun. But he's showing me that first and foremost. The second thing he's showing me, it's something to do with money. I feel like when in his passing, there might have been like a like a life insurance thing or an inheritance or something along those lines. I think there was a major, like a bunch of prosperity money. And I feel like there's some kind of like struggle with it. Like maybe you don't have enough of it, or you're trying to figure out how to spend what you got. But it's saying making time for those around you, taking a sensible approach and dealing with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So I feel like that he's going to be supporting you in this process and how to spend that money effectively to take care of your family. You know, I'm not sure if there's kids involved or not, but he just wants to see you and the children be taken care of for sure, 100%.
Hi, Denise.
Mhm.
Yeah, her husband's alive. That's why I think this is her. Hi, Patricia. I think this is her husband's uncle, which is, you know, they're very close to, because I'm telling you, he's talking about these situations. So you guys are spot on, but I think it's the man that's coming through.
Oh, so okay, the way she worded it, it sounded like he was passed and she was trying to get messages from her husband. Okay, so this is for her husband. That's
yes.
with us.
So I do believe that there's a male.
Whoever I was picking up on played the hell out of some dominoes, and he might have left you some money in the past, or whoever this person is. Maybe it's his father. Might have left you guys some money. So use that money wisely. I think that's the message.
Melissa, is there a connection to mechanic or garage or, you know, something with like the grease on the hands? That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. A reading for him. Yeah, there's a man coming. We're reading him. There's a man coming through.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And he's telling, you know, all these different things. So that your husband would have took it really hard when he passed away is basically what Mindy's saying. And that Mark's saying about the money, there's something there. He said something that he knows of. Yeah, you would have to be able to know. I mean, but the message comes in that he's still around him. And this man, he's working on cars, whoever this man is coming in, and he says he's an uncle and he speaks Spanish. Dad's side. Is this dad's side or are you doing mom's side? This man's coming in on dad's side.
Well, definitely let us know in the chat room if anything else comes through that you know, any other questions or anything, other things that make sense. And I want to remind everybody that, you know, keep putting messages in the chat room. It lets us know who's trying to open up and who wants to get some messages. So please stay active on there, and we'll try our best to keep up. We'll probably we were planning on going for about an hour tonight. We'll go as long as like people are still asking questions and stuff and are interested. So just let us know if there's anything. So we got Katie just put a message saying, any messages from my mama?
Well, I pulled some cards for Katie. I was drawn to her. And Katie, I don't know if you're trying to change something about the way you're thinking, but what I'm getting is your intuition is really kicking in. Like you're really tapping into your higher self. Your intuition is growing, and that actually is really good. So I would encourage you to do that. Because I mean, at the end, you got the happiest card of the deck. So whatever you're developing intuitively, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. So keep it up. That would be my message to you while the others are working on connecting.
I was also drawn to you. And as soon as you said it, Heidi, I was like, wow, I was going to say the same thing. I saw a sister who is alive. I saw like a friendship there, and I also asked my ancestors to send me something about you. And it's interesting that Heidi said that you, Katie, are maybe going to be drawn to this like higher spirit, because I'm getting say it that way, but I'm getting a vision quest. There is a spirit, and my ancestors are telling me that you will go on a vision quest. Now, I'm not saying some of the commercialized vision quests that they talk about, but the tribes here in America, they have vision quests where they go out into like camping for the night. Just call it camping. Just take yourself to a nice state park so somebody knows you're there, and go alone. Light a fire. Sit by the fire at night. Write your questions on paper. and then put your heart into the questions and throw it in the fire. And throughout the night, you'll be receiving dreams. So have a little notebook and pen with you in your tent. And now I'm just like being pulled to say all this to you. So that's, I know not everybody can just drop everything and go camping, but as soon as you can, since it's still, summertime, maybe that's something you might be able to do, because they have a lot of answers to the questions going on in your mind, and they want to give them to you. And they know if you do it this way, when you go to sleep at night, they can give them to you. And then you wake up and write them down. It's just going to be, that simple. Once you do it, once you take the step to do this, then everything will fall into place for you. And that's what I heard. And thank you for letting me share with you.
So, Paula, you asked about your job. They're telling me that nutrition and energy healing is a really big part of who you are. So I feel like I see you as a light worker. At the same time, I feel like you're looking to go out there and really get something immediate. So something is coming in for you. They're saying whatever it is you're thinking of is a really good idea. But there might be some travel involved in it. So something is coming your way.
They're also saying that, go ahead, Nicole, sorry.
I also got that there's going to be a pause in the start of doing it. So I don't know if there's going to be either a setback or just a time frame that maybe has to be slightly shifted, but there's a pause before it. Go ahead, Colleen.
She says, I am starting a new job, but it's delayed. Yeah. Go, Nicole. Yeah, I think I really do feel like you have to take this job and put a lot of like laughter into it. I know that sounds weird to say it that way, but they're telling me like just to focus on the good once you get in there, because I feel like there's going to be some equality issues in there, meaning you might have to push and shove to get what you want. Not so much in a bad way, so don't take it that way, but it's just like, you know what you want and you're going to ask for it. And until you get it, you're not going to settle. So I hope that makes sense. But they're telling you just to go in there with some positivity when it does start and just have fun.
All right, really quick before we do the next person, I just saw a question here from somebody. Let's see here, every 5 seconds, that thing's coming up. So Jeanette's asking if we take donations for readings. Well, for this event, we do these live sessions occasionally. We want to get more practice with using the software, so we'll be doing more of these in the future as we become more comfortable. But for anybody who's interested in booking with us, you can either book with us individually or you can book with us as the Night Owl sessions. And all you got to do right now, the website we're using right now is themysticmark.com. There is a link in there for the Night Owl sessions. And in that section, you'll find bios for each one of the readers here with contact information. So if you want to get read by, get an astrology chart by Heidi, or if you want to sit down with Colleen and get a reading, you can find their information in that section. Or you can use the booking tool and book a session with us as a group. It's your choice. But these are for these live sessions. They're free for the time being. So, please feel free to share with your friends, family, bring them on in. And when we come on, we'll do our best to give everybody enough notice so that we can have a good time and answer some questions. So I just wanted to say that real quick before we continue. Do we have someone else next?
I've got a message for Alzai Tarot. Yes, I'm getting a yes from your dad, and especially with you really leaning into like the Empress energy with what you do. And he's especially proud of you for helping people and doing it with your gifts. That's what I'm getting. He also showed me a drink. I don't know what that means for you between the two of you, but there's something with a drink for the two of you that he showed me. And then real quickly for Diane in a slump. Diane, this week is a really special week. It's going to be a great week astrologically to take action, but just know that by this Sunday, the time of the full moon on the 22nd, that things are going to slow down. So I would really use the energies to try to propel things forward for yourself, but just know that by next Sunday, things could slow down again. So that's my quick astrological advice.
I would like to go to, I can't see it no more, but the Owl Tarot, I don't know the whole name. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, Dad is a man of few words, but he came in and he was just like, you know, in a sense, he kind of apologized because it's like, I don't want to say he shut you down, but he just didn't want to hear it. And he says that was his time frame. Like, I don't want to say old fashioned, but that's what I'm getting. And he didn't accept it at the time. He did tell me that your health became an important factor in this. And it's like, you know, when you bottle things up and you keep bottling it, and he apologizes that you had to do that. Even though you did come out, he knows that you were still holding on in, you know, this deep feeling. And he's saying now that he sees that your soul is free from this. And he's like, that you get to have this freedom. So I hope that makes sense, because he just keeps saying like, you're finally yourself. You get to be yourself. And that's how he wants it. Like, he's happy and he just says proud. So I hope that helps you.
I was getting stuff for him too. He was basically telling me like the way he was raised and like the life he had, he didn't fully accept it here during his life. But a big part of it was courage, because he probably, even though he probably never fully accepted it, he probably thought like it must have took a lot of courage for you to even come out and announce it, even though he didn't agree with it. But I think after he passed, you got to understand, when someone passes from this world, they go through a massive transformation. You're no longer bound by your ego. So once you pass away, you leave your body and your ego at the door. And then where you go, you're basically returning to a, you know, it's a much more beautiful place of understanding and love and compassion. So wherever he is now, he's super proud of you, and he certainly is not upset with you for being gay, because as long as you're loving somebody, you're doing it right. All right, it doesn't matter if it's the same sex or what. As long as you love somebody, you're doing it right, and that's all that matters.
Who's the one that had the in a slump?
I think
That's
that was
Diane.
Okay, Diane, I just wanted to tell you that I don't know what anybody else said, but the universe is trying to talk to you. So you're picking up on a lot of people's energy, and they're telling you need to cleanse however you see fit. If that's spiritual, if that's purging stuff in your house, you just got to move the energy. It's becoming very stagnant, and like you're absorbing other people's stagnant energy. And the universe is saying that they're talking to you, they're guiding you. And again, it doesn't mean you're having spirits poke around in your house. It's just somebody is some type of energy from, you know, God, source, whatever you want to say. They're trying to guide you on this. They're trying to help you. And they're just saying like, you need to cleanse that energy. That's what I'm picking up for.
Also, she needs to go outside. So
yeah, it's stagnant energy.
Yeah, she needs to get outside. You need to move your body. They're saying you need to exercise and you need to ask for help from the powers that be. So I'm hearing Jesus actually around you. So you need to ask for that guidance and just ask for those messages that are going to just kind of be like pick-me-ups for you. So just make sure you get outside and listen to those messages.
You got a quick question here from Jeanette. She's saying, how is my spirituality doing? Am I doing okay so far? This is a pretty easy answer. If you're even here watching a psychic mediumship channel and whatnot, you're doing it right. You're interested in this stuff. You're seeking out like-minded individuals. You're definitely doing it right. And if you start, you know, staying focused on what's important in your life and creating balance in all aspects, then you will definitely advance at the pace that you're meant to. Everything has divine timing. Don't forget that.
I got a yes too. And Alzai Tarot, thank you so much. I asked him for validation on what you can look for, so you know he's around you, and that's when he showed me the drink. So maybe when you have the drink that you guys had before he passed, just know perhaps he's there with you, or toast it in his honor and he's there with you is what I think. So, yeah.
So guys, I just wanted to give you guys the 15-minute warning. We're going to be closing off the stream in about 15 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, anything, comments, please put them in the chat. I know you guys have been doing that. Let's get these last couple of messages in, and then we'll be wrapped up probably around 8:15, 8:20.
Whoever asked about their spirituality, I got that you're receiving intuitive messages. So just keep tapping into that. So that should be validation.
Hi, Karen.
Colleen's fan club showed up tonight, yo.
I know.
I network. I'm like, hey, boom, boom, wow. I go. I love to meet new people, spiritual or not. Let's talk. Let's go deep. That's my whole thing.
So
let's go deep.
Let's go.
Nicole Lovano. Ooh, I know that person. Let's read her. I would love a reading, guys. We love you, Colleen. Thank you. Let's see. What's going on with your job? Because that's where they take me right away. So let me scribble and see what I get.
Sarah Tao, can you connect with my cousin? Sarah, can you type in his name? That'll help us.
So who are we doing first? Are we doing?
Did you start Nicole Lovano already, or do you want to do Sarah?
Yeah, let's do Nicole because she says she just wants a message. So I'm getting something's going on with the job, and they keep telling me to stay committed to yourself, and I keep asking, what does that mean? So I do feel like this has to do with your job right now, and they're telling me you have the power and the knowledge. So if something's going on at work, or I don't feel like it's so bad or anything, but they're just saying commit to what you start. I don't know where if she can write back or.
I'm looking at the sector. As soon as she responds, I'll put it up there.
Heidi, I'm your number one fan.
I love your daughter. She's so neat.
Jeez, I don't even understand.
I wish my daughters were on here. They're like, one of them's at Knott's Berry Farm, with her friends, having fun.
Brianna loves Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Nicole, I am getting that you are connecting to spirit in your dreams. So have you recently had dreams of your loved ones, or are you seeing, people from your past, present, whatever, but in your dreams, because they're saying they're connecting you and they're trying to guide you on these situations.
Let's see here. I don't see Nicole validating here. Let's see. Does anyone connecting? Okay, on chat room. All right. So while we wait for Nicole to validate, did anybody want to? What was it? I think it was Sarah Toole. She said, "Can someone connect with my cousin? His name is Eric with a K. Right? Eric with a K."
Before we get into that, I just have one quick message for Priscilla.
Okay.
It's like a strong message that the role needs to change. So I don't know if you're staying home a lot when you haven't in the past, but it's like your role as a person has changed so much, but it needs to like evolve more. So that's like a quick message for you. Just be mindful that your role needs to change to move you forward. You're going to be very much happier when your role does change.
Yeah. And then Nicole did respond. She said, "I dream of people all the time."
Yeah, that's how you're getting your like connections and your downloads, Nicole. For sure, you have a male stepping forward, and in this life, he wouldn't have been so vocal of how much he loves his family and all that. I mean, though that presence is there, he wouldn't have been so vocal, and he steps forward right now, and he's giving you guys unconditional love. Also, he's telling me about your partnership. So if you're in a relationship right now, he is saying like there's unconditional love there. And he's just taking note and he's bringing that forward. Colleen, you're the best. Say hello to my mom. Thank you.
I'm getting a younger male energy for the cousin. Is anybody else getting that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting a musician too. I'm getting a younger male, like probably in his early 20s. He's a musician and he is frustrated. He's got his arms like this, and I see a guitar sitting next to him.
Defiance. I'm seeing the word above his head and it's saying defiance. And he wants this person, I think it's Sarah. He wants Sarah to know, stop messing around. Stop hesitating. You're waiting too long. You're going to miss a great opportunity. Now is the perfect time. She's saying trust and you are fully ready. So I'm not sure, Sarah, what you've been delaying, but like Mark was saying earlier, when our loved ones pass on, they're in a totally different realm. And he was like, she's ready to move on and she's ready to do this. And she's fully ready. She's got all the support she needs, but she's got doubt and procrastination, but she'll do fine. He is saying you're going to do fine. He's just saying it's now time to act. Don't wait to be perfect before making your next step. Perfection comes with practice. And that was like, bleh. out at me, and I'm just like receiving it, grabbing it, and sending it back out to you, Sarah. So that's what I received from a very powerful, beautiful spirit.
Sarah, are you still in the room, Sarah? Can you validate anything in the chat room? I just want to make sure we're on the right track before we start going deeper, because I'm seeing some other messages from my my associates here, and I just want to make sure you're still here if we're going to continue down this road.
Is there any connection to a skateboard, or did he like to skateboard when he was younger, or something outside? Because he keeps showing me a skateboard. That's what I keep saying. Yes.
Yeah, that would make sense to me too. Like he was into like the genre, like, you know, skateboarding, music. I feel like he was like an aspiring musician. Did he? I mean, clearly this is like a tragic ending. I think Nicole was. I mean, you had something to say earlier.
I see like this really preppy boy, and it was like a night gone wrong. Started at a train station and a night gone.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah, I know. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's still the same self, his same self, because he has the skateboard and he's like doing all these tricks on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He'd like to perform on that skateboard.
Yeah.
Not to. I think I just cut off Nicole, so I'm sorry, but I do want to say this. He's talking about some wealth coming in. And it's more like, you know, I don't know if it's wealth of knowledge. You guys are going to get some more answers about this. But he's showing me some information is coming in. It's going to be coming in very soon, maybe through Nicole.
Are you thinking it was more than an accident, like somebody did it on purpose?
No, I think it was an accident, but there might be more to the story. And I think there might be something that's not.
Was it, or like a hit and run? Do they know who did it type of thing?
Let's see what she says. I feel like there's going to be some more information.
Yeah, there's something.
Like the driver could have been drunk and got the hell out of Dodge, but, you know, they couldn't find out who it was.
But it's also like you are very intuitive, and they're telling you at some point in time you're going to make the decision to forgive.
Yep, they didn't know who did it. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't know who did it. They haven't found him yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think answers are coming, and I think, you know, use questioning it and bringing attention to it is what's keeping this. You know, he's your loved one, so you're keeping it alive. But at some point in time, they're telling me that forgiveness, you know, in this whole situation is going to happen. I'm not saying anytime soon, but it's going to happen, okay? And they're saying it's going to heal you and your family. So it's very important that you allow this to take place when the time comes. And he's going to help guide you guys on this. This is what he wants in time, because I know it's hard.
Yeah, the person who hit him, I get the feeling they're absolutely terrified, and they're probably really messed up in the head right now that this happened in the first place.
Yeah,
so
they're sick to their stomach and nerves.
They don't know what to do. They're just in a really dark place themselves, and they certainly, I don't think, you know, they would wish this on their worst enemy. So be patient. I think it'll unfold the way it was meant to, but you know, once you get through the grieving process of discovering who is in fact responsible for the whole thing, then yes, forgiveness will have to come at that point when everybody's ready.
I just see trains in the background, so I don't know if it was near a train station. He was coming from a train station. The driver was coming from a train station, but there's a reference to a train station. Maybe your cousin lived in front of a train station, but that reference is being made. I don't know why you need to know that, but you did need to know that.
I'll say one more thing, Sarah. He was pretty upset when this first happened. He's like, you know, for a lack of better words, he was like, what the hell? Like, I'm young. What is going on? Like, no. And
yeah.
Like, he was annoyed. He was upset, and it wasn't the way he wanted to obviously go out. But he wants you to just allow this to happen. It's going to come. Answers are going to come. I think the person's going to come forward. It's just right now, like Mark said, they are very sick to their stomach, and mentally I can feel them shaking. They're having dreams. So it's going to come to light. And when that happens, you guys will find forgiveness, because I don't think anything was intentional. I don't feel like it was, but I also know that when stuff like this happens, as the family members, we want the best for our loved one, and it'll come. You will get justice. Yeah,
he's definitely. I see him just like this with his arms crossed. He's kind of pissed his life was cut short, but you know, there's little you can do about it now except try to learn from it.
Yeah, she says he's been through many struggles and then this happened. But, you know, at the end of the day, again, he didn't want to leave, obviously, but we all know when this happens, it is, you know. So at the end of the day, I really do think like your answers will come. So I hope that really.
Man, I'm getting like a pain in the back, like right here in the back of my head where it connects to my neck. I get the feeling that there was like some kind of trauma at that area. Like it literally just came and went. Very bizarre.
Arms crossed.
Yeah, all right, well, that makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing them. All right, thank you very much, Sarah, for the validations. That was, I'm glad we were able to connect with him and help pass the messages forward. Let's see here. I think the only other person, Darlene, looks like Darlene was saying maybe
Darlene
someone will come through. And Mindy, you say you got something for her?
I do. I have a woman here. She comes in as a mom, and she's telling me that she's talking to you and talking to you and talking to you, and you're not listening to her. And she wants you to know that the situation that you're going through right now is going to work out. She's helping you with it. She wants you to take better care of yourself. You're not doing as much as you can. So it's kind of like she's telling you that you're like, are you a counselor or a teacher? It's kind of like she's helping you with what it is that you're going through. I don't know what answer you're looking for, Darlene, if it's more specific, but she's showing you signs. So she wants you to write down everything that she's telling you, while it's like she's coming to you and you're like having coffee while you're sleeping, so to speak. And she's telling me that she comes to you at night, you have these long conversations, and she wants you to know that it's going to get better with whatever it is that you're working on. So this person was with you in a last life as well. Okay, she's telling me that, I guess, okay, so she's telling me something about like fighting and issues that you had. And, everything is like from another life, and she just keeps coming back with you. So it's like things were never resolved for you. So I just thought I'd let you know that in this life, whomever it is that you're dealing with, make sure that you handle all those issues, because those people come back over and over and over again. FYI. So I hope that gives you some peace, Darlene, unless there's something specific. We're on a delay. I can't see anything.
I have a message also, Darlene. It's just this spirit guide that I have connected with you and told me that if, as soon as I saw your name and you asked that question, I asked them to go and get you and send me something. And they said you're currently confronted with health issues. Now, maybe you're not, but this is what I received. And they said that there is going to be a positive outcome with this health issue. So if you're concerned currently about health issues, maybe you're really concerned about for a close friend or a family member, somebody that there's so much love for you. For this person with you, that my spirit guides could pick up that feeling of love for somebody else. So if it's not happening to you and it's happening to someone you really love, the message is that there will be a positive outcome. And if that rings true for you, I hope it helps.
I can validate real fast for her. For sure, she was having health issues, and even her sister, they're very close, was having health issues. So right on, Cassandra.
All right, thank you very much. So I think,
Sheila?
I think we're going to do Sheila. I don't know how to say her first name. Sheila. Sheila. So she's going to be the final sitter for the evening. But if you didn't get a reading tonight, don't worry. We will certainly be back. Or you can reach out to us, through our social media. There'll be more. So don't worry. But tonight we're going to finish off with Sheila.
I pulled some cards for her. What I got is that she's leaving a situation, might even be a move for something better. And whatever that it is karmic and to be, and hopefully will bring more balance to you. So if you can just confirm that, it could be a relationship, it could be like a physical move somewhere. And
I feel like there's a relationship ending too. I feel like there's a relationship, something's ending too with her, but they're telling you, you have a nice surprise coming. So I think, when you start to change through this. I feel like it's a relationship. There's something closing and a door is opening, basically, because I'm getting something.
She is so clairvoyant and clairaudient. You're completely connected. You're as connected as any one of us. So I feel like she already knows the answers to everything that she's asking. But you do need to take care of yourself and get outside. So they're telling me that there's a couple things in your life you need to take care of. Also, they're telling me that everything's going to be okay. You have something coming down the pike, and you need to really trust your gut on how you're going to handle that situation. So, yes, it's true. Yep. See, you know all these answers already.
Sheila, I just want to ask, is there somebody that you're taking care of, like a caretaker role? Maybe it's a parent or a loved one, a child even. There's somebody I feel like that you are, taking care of. No, yeah, that's the only thing that stinks when we say stuff. We got to wait a couple
I know.
But yeah, just think about that. If that makes sense, please say it. Oh, yes, your son. Okay, so your angels and your guides are basically telling you don't give up with him. You got to keep protecting what you've created, and they want you to believe in yourself. I mean, I don't think you're a medical practitioner, right? You might not be a doctor or a nurse, but you know exactly what your son needs, right? Use your intuition. Mindy and everybody is saying that you have some strong connection to spirit, yourself, and your intuition. Use it. Take care of your son. If he's going to get healthy, it'll be because of all your efforts. All right. So don't give up. Stick with it.
I have a quick message for Melissa. You said you wanted to connect with your brother, and he stands here. He tells me he's a grown man now, but the way he stands here is he's telling me that luck is on your side. He's sending you a lot of luck, and the way this is coming in, it's like he's like, just let it flow, let this magic happen. You're in a really good space right now, and he keeps telling you to have faith. So when you're in those moments and you're questioning things, he's literally telling you, like, stand by your faith. If you say you're not going to do it, don't do it. It's time to stick to what you're supposed to be doing, and he says you know what that is. And he's like just sending you a lot of love and light because you keep his memory alive, he's saying. And so he comes in and he thanks you. So I hope you're still on, Melissa. I caught your message a few minutes back, but I just wanted to give you that. It's from your brother.
Nice. Cool. It's always so weird how, like, I don't think everybody fully understands how all this works. Just before we go, we each work in different ways. So how Colleen receives the message is going to be completely different than from how Nicole or Heidi or myself. So, sometimes it's clear and it's really easy to understand. Other times it's like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle in like 10 seconds. So, have patience with us. We definitely do our best to go through. Using this chat function, it's a little bit more difficult, but thank you to everybody who's participated in these events. It's a lot of fun, and they're only going to get better from here. And hopefully, as we continue to do these, we'll be able to deliver more and more messages in a timely manner. So with that being said, thank you everybody here tonight. Oh, someone else have something?
I just want to do a follow-up for Sheila. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I got a not right now.
I got this not right now.
Not right now.
It's coming. She's going to have a house.
But not yet, yeah.
No, not right this second, but you're going to have
Well, yeah, that's what's on the horizon, but not right now. You have to move through what you're going through. Are we done, or can I keep going? It's up to you.
I mean, we're going to wrap it up, I think. I want to try to stay on schedule with these things. But no, it's a lot of fun, and we could easily go all night. In fact, I think we've done that one or two times too many.
Oh my God, Tom Ford!
Oh no, it looks like
I'm married, Tom Ford.
You got yourself a hardcore admirer, right? This guy
Unless
is
you got
real.
a ring for me, I'm married. Okay. Look at the little monkey as his picture. You guys, show me what you look like, Tom Ford.
Dang, this is getting good.
Man. This cracks me up. Colleen's got more fans than I can count on my fingers.
Woo! You know I love it. You gotta follow me at Clairvoyantly Colleen, guys. Like, come on, show me some support there.
So thank you everybody. Please follow us. Please like this, share with your friends. The only way it's going to grow is if we reach more people. But we'll definitely always do our best to connect with everybody thank you. And, and please keep your eye out on Instagram and all that stuff. We'll be posting, the date of the next live before you know it. And we'll also be posting our dates for September in the coming week or so. So we got a lot of things coming up. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week.
Bye.
Good night.
See you later.